Hello, Veronica here. Today I'll be going over the intersection of public and nonprofit sectors, lessons from public-private partnership theory. The first article I'll be touching on is Ronald Moe's Exploring the Limits and Mark Moore's Managing for Value second. In Ronald Moe's Exploring the Limits of Privatization, he discusses the cautions against over-reliance on privatization and argues for maintaining that public accountability, and warns of the blurred lines in authority and legitimacy. And what this means is that when you outsource, essential services to the community, quality isn't always guaranteed, and you have a lot less control, a lot less oversight. And for example, with trash in City of Riverside, although Athens and Vertex do a really great job, if they didn't do a great job, the City of Riverside would be held responsible for that. Piggybacking off of that is Wettenhall's Rhetoric and Reality of Public-Private Partnerships. And he discusses and defines public-private partnerships and, goes into depth with the previous theorists' work talking about legitimacy and power balance and how these situations do create, neither public nor private entities. And, it's neither fish or fowl, as he described. And there's a lot of loopholes for these organizations to collect government money, but not be held to the same standard of government. And I chose these articles because I am very interested in public-private partnerships. I think there's a lot of opportunity there with grants, with them providing more niche services than the city is capable of. As I believe, like, the city can come in and be a facilitator and administrator, and that backing, but the nonprofits and these private organizations have more flexibility to service the communities at a faster rate. And, examples of this is in John Donahue's The Privatization Decision, where he evaluates benefits and risks of privatization. He acknowledges that it is efficient, but there is potential for political distortion, um, and that accountability concerns comes back up. So he does encourage that these entities, government, nonprofit businesses, not to be in competition, but to contribute, and compare their advantages together. An example of this, I think, is the River District, where the Santa Ana River goes along from San Bernardino through Riverside all the way to Orange County. And you have all these entities coming together, working together to revitalize it and have economic vitality through it. With Mark Moore's Managing for Value, he introduces the public value framework, so that government and nonprofit can come together to prioritize social outcomes. I think Inland Empire Community Foundation does a great job of this, having that skill set and administration for philanthropy, and then distributing it and having a pulse on where the need is at within the Inland Empire. So thank you for watching. Overall, I think philanthropy and nonprofits have this connective tissue to government, and working together, these entities can apply for grants and be that bridge. There is that possibility of corruption because of lack of oversight. But I think overall, when you have the right people at the table, there's synergy, and it can lead to more resources for the community. Thank you so much.